This next example looks very similar to the last example. So let's just go ahead and do it the same way that we did the last one, right? We have 2 points and we can find the slope between those 2 points just by finding the rate of change between the 2 points, right? So we can take the difference in the y values, and both y values are 2, and we can take the difference in the x values, so it's -3 minus 5. Okay, so we end up with 0 over a -8. All right, now 0 divided by anything is 0. Okay, so we have a line with a slope of 0. Now when the slope's 0, we can still use the point slope formula. We can just put in m equals 0, right? So we would get y minus 2, right? That's the y value no matter what point we choose, is equal to 0 times the quantity x minus 5. We'll just use the first point. Okay, now 0 times this whole thing in parentheses is still 0. So this is just y minus 2 equals 0, right? I'll go ahead and just write that. Y minus 2 equals 0. All right, now let's add 2 to both sides, and what do we get? We get y is equal to 2. All right, that is the equation for our line. If you sketch a little graph of where these points are, let me just kind of sketch what this would look like. The first point is 5, 2. So we go over by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go up by 2, and there's our point, right? That's our point 5, 2. -3, 2 is over here. So there's -3. We go up by 2, we're over here. If we connect those points with a line, you can see what it looks like, right? It has no slope. It's got no rise, and it's all run. Okay, so remember so it has 0 rise, and it's all run. Now run could be anything, and it would still have a 0 slope. We could divide 0 by anything, it's still 0. All right, so what we end up with is a horizontal line. So when the slope is 0, we get a horizontal line. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this next one at the same time. Let's do the same thing. We got 2 points. It looks very similar to that example 2. So we got 2 points. Well, let's find the slope. I'm going to do -4 minus 1 over 6 minus 6. All right, so we end up with -5 over 0. All right, that's a problem. We cannot divide by 0. No, 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 no. You cannot divide by 0. This slope is undefined. Okay, so we cannot divide by 0. So that's a problem. We can't use the formula, right? We can't use the point slope formula for the line because we don't know there's no slope. Now, if you think about this, it's all rise and no run. All right, so let's graph what this looks like. Let me sketch a little graph over here like I did on the other one, and let's plot where those points are. All right, so we have 6, so we have to go over by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6, and it's 6, 1, right? So let's say that's 6, 1, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here's -4, and here's 6, -4. Okay, and we connect those 2 points with a line. If I can draw a straight line, and what do you get? You get a vertical line this time. Okay, so so let me write that down. Vertical line, right? We get a vertical line. All right, now we're asked to find the equation for this line. So we found that there's an undefined slope, and we still need to write the equation. So what's happening here? We have this point was 6, -4, right? This point was 6, -1. We could choose another point on the line, like maybe this is 6, 3. Oops, that was 6, +1, wasn't it? That's supposed to be a positive one, right? So we could choose any point on the line, and the x value is always 6, no matter what. Y can be anything, right? This is our x-axis, and this is our y-axis. Y can be anything, but x is always 6 on this line. So the equation for the line is x equals 6.